the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will often feel lonely and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. These words by Friedrich Nietzsche remind us that living authentically isn't always easy. Nietzsche was a German philosopher and cultural critic who challenged the conventional ideas of his time, especially around morality, religion, and society. His ideas are not only profound, but also incredibly relevant today. One of Nietzsche's key concepts is existentialism, the belief that life doesn't come with inherent meaning. Instead, we must create our own meaning, and in the process, strive to become the best versions of ourselves. As he famously put it, finding yourself is one of the most fundamental endeavors of life. So, how can we start this journey of self-discovery? Let's explore 5 essential ways, according to Nietzsche, to discover your true self. 1. Embrace individuality over conformity. Nietzsche believed that individuality is essential for self-discovery. To truly know yourself, you must resist the pressure to conform to the herd. In today's world, the herd can take many forms: societal norms, trends, family expectations, and even social media influence. We're often encouraged to follow a predetermined path, fitting in with the expectations of others. But Nietzsche argued that true growth happens when you step outside that comfort zone. Choosing your own path will often lead to loneliness and discomfort. People might question your choices or criticize you for being different. But, as Nietzsche said, no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. The journey may be hard, but the reward is priceless. You begin to live on your own terms, and that's where the real discovery of self begins. In Nietzsche's view, there are 2 moral systems: herd morality and master morality. Herd morality represents the values of the majority, which are often rooted in comfort and avoiding risk. Master morality, on the other hand, is about defining your own values, values that are challenging, meaningful, and authentic to you. It's a call to be brave, to stand by your beliefs, even when it means standing alone. 2. Live dangerously. Nietzsche didn't mean that you should be reckless or self-destructive. What he meant was that you should live with intensity and challenge the norms that limit you. Live dangerously, he said, for the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment is found in living dangerously. This philosophy invites us to embrace life's challenges, to push ourselves outside our comfort zones, and to risk failure in the pursuit of growth. Nietzsche believed that what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Life's difficulties are not to be avoided, but to be embraced, for they shape us into who we are meant to become. Living dangerously also means questioning things we take for granted: social norms, beliefs, and conventions. It's not about being rebellious for the sake of it, but about refusing to accept a life that's not truly yours. People might call you strange or unconventional, but that's part of the price of living authentically. To discover your true self, you must be willing to break free from the predictable and the safe, and face the unknown with courage. 3. Identify your true values. In Nietzsche's world, there is no one-size-fits-all answer to life's meaning. He rejected universal truths or a single moral system. Instead, he believed that we each must find our own path, based on our own values. You have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, It does not exist. This is one of the most liberating aspects of Nietzsche's philosophy. You get to decide what matters to you. Your values are yours to define. They don't need to align with anyone else's values. And they certainly don't need to conform to societal expectations. What's important is that your values resonate with who you truly are and guide the way you live your life. To identify your true values, take the time to reflect on what truly motivates you, what brings you joy, what makes you feel proud and fulfilled. Once you identify those values, live by them, regardless of how others may perceive you. In the long run, these values will lead you to a more authentic and meaningful life. 4. Break free from the herd's expectations. Nietzsche observed that many people live as slaves to societal norms. They follow the expected path. Go to school, get a degree, find a job, get married, and ultimately retire. But for Nietzsche, this cycle represents a kind of slavery. It's a life that is lived on autopilot, without much thought about what you truly want. Nietzsche believed that true freedom comes from breaking away from these expectations. It's not just about quitting your job or rejecting all traditions, but about creating space in your life to reflect on what truly matters to you. If you're spending most of your waking hours in a job or a lifestyle that doesn't fulfill you, Nietzsche would urge you to reevaluate. True freedom means not just following the rules, but questioning them and deciding whether they align with your own values. It may involve making difficult decisions, like leaving a comfortable job or saying no to societal pressures. But it's the only way to carve out a life that is truly yours. 5. Embrace the Overman. One of Nietzsche's most famous ideas is the concept of the Übermensch, or the Overman. This is the individual who transcends the limitations of society and embraces a deeper, more meaningful existence. The Overman is someone who creates their own values, challenges societal norms, and strives for self-overcoming. For Nietzsche, the Overman isn't about personal success or achievement in a conventional sense. It's about constantly evolving, growing, and facing the challenges life throws your way. The Overman embraces both joy and suffering as part of the process of becoming who they are meant to be. The Overman is a symbol of self-actualization, the ideal of what we could become if we truly embraced our potential. Nietzsche contrasted the Overman with the last man, who seeks only comfort and security. The last man is content with mediocrity, while the Overman seeks to shape the world through their actions, their values, and their creativity. Nietzsche's ideas can feel intense, but they are ultimately a call to live a life that is authentically yours. To live dangerously, to embrace individuality, to reject the expectations of the herd, and to create your own values is not easy. But it is the path to discovering your true self. If you resonate with these ideas, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it with others who might find it thought-provoking. Let's explore together how we can live more authentically and become the best version of ourselves.